Hello, how are you guys? I am Tracy Jackson, also known as the spiritual cheerleader. I help women and men shift from a fear mindset to a mindset of love. I help them to own their power and really have a more peaceful and abundant flowing day-to-day life. Just so you know a little bit about me, I am an attorney. I did have a lot of anxiety and issues in my past where I just felt uh, like I'm living for the weekends. Like I just don't want to go to work. I don't want to do anything. And it wasn't until I started kind of taking inventory and reflecting in that I was able to learn how to stop having that anxiety, to really hone in on like what mattered most to me, and really start living a more peaceful existence such that I enjoyed every day rather than just being so excited for the weekends. So that's basically what I help people do. One of my favorite ways to help people to really, start stepping out of their comfort zone and really owning their power is with oracle cards. And as you guys have seen, I have provided two other videos here of me unboxing my Earth Warriors deck from Alana Fairchild, and that was a fairly new deck. Obviously, I have a ton of decks. I probably have hoarder tendencies by this point in relation to decks. So I don't have any new ones right now to unbox for you. But one of my other favorite ways to learn is by reading. And I did not see a review on wisdom from your guides. And I wanted to share it because it did have an accompanying deck that went with it. And I just wanted to speak on it really, really quickly to tell you how much I enjoyed not only the book, but how much I enjoy using the cards. Just so you know, the book and the cards are actually authored by James Van Praagh, who is a medium. He actually was the inspiration, if you don't know, for the Ghost Whisperer, who was played by Jennifer Love Hewitt. So he actually wrote this wonderful book on helping you to connect to your spirit guides. I don't know if you are familiar with spirit guides, but each of us has guides that are around us and who help us with various things. It's just that we have to connect with them. Most times we're unaware that they're around us. We're unaware of, what exactly they do. And one of the reasons that I really, really love this book is because James Van Praagh went into such detail about the different types of spirit guides that, we could have. He speaks here about we can have spirit guides, we can have earth guides who are kind of manifested on earth, but there is some like helper nature in of them. Most of these people end up being the people that if you think about it, when you were young, you were like, I love that teacher. She's like so sweet and she just looks out for me and she's so wonderful. Like that's like an earth guide for you. It's somebody who you had this kind of special bond, special relationship with, and they kind of looked out for you and helped you along. I mean, obviously we have that somewhat. Many of us have that with our parents. Some of us do not, but he talks about the different types of guides. He talks about having your master guide, the gatekeeper, relationship guides, healing guides, inspiration guides, and we can contact each of these when we need various assistance in these areas, and he tells you how you can contact them, which is really, really awesome. He also tells us lessons that we can learn from our various guides, and how to raise our vibration, raise our energy levels so that we are a vibrational match to be able to speak and hear from our guides. If you don't know, in the spiritual community, and especially with respect to mediums, because James Van Praagh is a medium, what he has stated is that the reason that they call themselves mediums is that spirit is like at this level, like they're high flying, the angels are at even higher than that, and he goes through the hierarchy of everything, and as humans we're kind of down here. So in order to understand one another, we need someone in the middle, and that's the medium. The medium can go up or down, and so what he's really telling us in this book is to help, he's giving us resources and tools to help us to raise our vibrations up so that we too can hear from our guides and really tap into all that. He includes some beautiful meditations at the end. I remember saying, like, it's hard when you have a meditation written out in the book. You can read it and it sounds great, but I don't feel like I'm in it. So my suggestion when that happens is to record it. And that's what I do with a lot of the meditations that I see in books. I'll just take my video recorder on, or my voice recorder on my phone, and I'll just read out the meditation myself. And then I'll play it back with my eyes closed and, put some music on behind it. And it really helps me to have that whole meditative experience that they're, wanting me to have. So that's another suggestion for you. But there is a very, very beautiful meditation here to help you meet with your guides and bring them into your life. And the actual cards that go with them, it says messages from the guides, and they're pretty straightforward. He has a guidebook in here, and the guidebook, it has messages and things like that, but it's not really, to me, I feel like there's an intuitive knowing behind what the message means, and how it applies to the person that you might be reading for, or if that person is you, how it applies to you. But just wanted to show you here, abundance is your right. You're never alone. Take responsibility for your actions. Possess the confidence. And you can see they all are pretty much the same here. And I apologize if they're backwards for you. They're backwards for me, so I'm hoping they're not backwards for you because the other cards aren't. But we'll see. But they're very pretty cards, and I like doing readings and messages from these because it's instant to me, the intuitive hits that come from them, because it's like the message is right there. Trust your intuition. Like if I'm doing a reading for somebody and I pull this card, I'm literally telling them, like, you've been, having some doubts about, things that have been coming up for you. The card is really telling you to trust in what you're seeing, feeling, hearing, thinking, in relation to this particular situation, because it's obviously right. It's telling you to trust. So like I said, most of these are very, very intuitive, and you can really pick up on a message really quickly with them, which is one of the reasons that I like them. But they're good for practice readings and stuff like that. And I'll see what we as a collective group need to know in relation to these. As you can see, like the colors are all different. There's different like patterns and things on the cards, which kind of makes them fun. This is the back of each card, but it's they're pretty uniform. Like there's nothing, you know, out of the ordinary or whatever. But I like stuff like this. I like the simpleness of it because the messages are so clear and it's so easy, in my opinion, to intuitively know like what needs to happen or what I need to focus on or how I can give a reading. And so I'm going to pick a card for us for today to see what we need to know for our highest good. And there is one that is like popped up. Love it. Feel joy in all you do. All right. So I know a lot of times with many of us, we only feel joy when we're doing things that we like to do, right? We are so focused on, this is not something I want to do. So a lot of times if it's not something we want to do, we are upset about it. You know, for me, I feel, you know, there's always something that you can find that is joyful in something that you're doing. And I had to learn this. I had to learn this over the course. But, you know, for me, I used to struggle with like, this isn't fun. I don't really like this. I don't want to do this. And when I kept saying that, it just became less fun and more of a like, oh my God, I can't do this type thing. So what I have started doing is finding something that I can find to make me happy about it. If it's no more than me just, you know, making it into a puzzle or some type of like game. Okay, you know, this person keeps sending me this email over and over again. Oh my God. All right, let me see if I can you know, send this email back in the shortest amount of words, but get my point across and not, you know, tick anybody off. You know, like I make it a game that makes it joyful for me. Or I'll turn on music while I'm typing something out to make it joyful for me, to help me to pass the time. Or I'll like, you know, put on some information from one of my favorite teachers, like, you know, Gabby Bernstein or Marianne Williamson or whatever, and I'll listen to them talk while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing. So the card says feel joy in all you do, and so I want you to really focus on feeling joy in every single thing that you do. All right. I hope that helped you today. If it did, feel free to like this video. Please comment below and let me know your thoughts on this. I'm definitely going to be doing more and more videos. But in the meantime, if you are looking for me, I am on Facebook. My actual Facebook business page is at facebook.com/Tracy, Traci S Jackson 444. All right, so that is where I am at. That's where you can catch me. My Instagram is Tracy S Jackson. And that's Traci. And you can follow me there as well. So I hope to see you guys soon. Feel free to follow me in those locations. I also have a group on Facebook called Spiritual Gold Diggers. So you can search for that on Facebook and you can join the group and you can see me in there as well. So I will talk to you soon and see you in the next video. Bye.